Rembrandt spent about a 10-year period of working on this painting. So he started it, he worked on it, and then it evolved, and it actually transcended more from one period of time of his style to the new period of style. In his earlier years, he was very crystalline, very detailed, very polished in a lot of his portraits. And later, he started getting more and more involved in light and a more painterly quality. That's when we know more of the thicker paint going on and the highlights. But it's a 10-year project, so this painting was really important to him. He believed in it, he wanted to work on it and develop his ideas for it. It's a theme of Danae being visited by a shower of golden coins by Zeus. Zeus arrived to her as a shower of gold. And so Rembrandt's doing a lot of interesting things, taking that legend, and he's showing the god outside of we don't see him. So he's only showing it, the results of all this shower of gold, and it's golden light. That idea is very interesting, to have the protagonist outside of the thing, and yet the presence is everywhere, felt, and she is the reason, getting bathed in this golden light. Again, I come back to Rembrandt by stressing that of all the painters probably in existence, he extended the depth of the canvas. So he created the deepest space. The background objects recede and recede and recede, and they just keep going on and on and on, way back into depth. And the foreground objects really come forward. And there's a synergy between creating the depth and creating light. There's somehow this interconnection that to create more light, you need to create more depth, and you have to bring out the forms more. And so we look at Rembrandt as the master of light. But what's interesting is that he's also the master of depth. And the interesting thing about depth is it has that psychological element, that it's a technical thing in painting. To create depth in a painting is a technical thing, but it has the uncanny ability to create depth in our psychological feelings about paintings. The more depth that they have, the more they're not superficial, they're not flat, they're not on the surface, that we are invited to go inside that universe, that world. And Rembrandt took that further than anyone.